All right, go ahead.
And we're back to talk about the Nemo 3D Cosmo pad. I will be doing an article on this, so we'll link that in the description below once I get it posted. So let's talk a little bit about how I came across this pad. I was in the market for a camping pad. I had the Nemo Roamer already, the self-inflating mattress pad, which is phenomenal, by the way. We'll put a link in the description below for that article. But there was a Nemo rep that went to one of the local outdoor shops where I was at. We got to test a lot of the products out, which was really, really cool. But at the very end, he had this competition to see who could win this pad. Because this pad has a unique integrated foot pump to help inflate it. My kids love it. They always fight every time we get to the campsite as to who's going to pump it up. And I'm always like, get out of the way, let Dad show you how it's done. But in all seriousness, I do let them do it because, it gives them something to do, let them burn a little bit of energy. But surprisingly, this pad is pretty awesome. Packs down super small. It's got a nice carrying case, little drawstring here to kind of keep it nice and compact. But let's get into it and let's check it out. Okay, so here we are.
Oh. Can I do it?
And of course, already, as I unravel this, I hear my daughter in the background saying, "Dad, can I do it?"
Can I?
So, real quick, yes, you can.
Okay.
I will start it and then you can finish it.
Alright.
But if you see down here at the very end, this is that foot pad part, right? It's got two little nozzles. You simply just pop this open. You'll see that it already has started to inflate, right? So I'm a big person in taking my shoes off when I do this because, I don't want to ruin my gear. I'm all about taking care of it. But it's as simple as you just sit here, find your rhythm, and inflate it goes. So now I'm going to hand it over to my daughter and let her pump it up the rest of the way.
The rest, I want to do some. Can I do some of it?
So while she's doing this, let me talk a little bit about how I came about winning this pad, right? So the competition was who can inflate it the fastest, and of course there was about 8 of us. I had my father-in-law with me, and he knew right away because of my competitive spirit that I was going to enter into this competition and walk home with this camping pad. And let me tell you, to walk away with this was phenomenal for 2 reasons. One, because I didn't have to pay full price for it, and number 2, because this is a Nemo product. Nemo makes phenomenal camping equipment and adventuring equipment. They're a small team based out of Dover in New Hampshire, and I've done a lot of research into this company. Hold on, baby, get it flat. Make sure it's nice and flat. You're kind of going a little. And I wanted something outside of the Nemo Roamer pad, which is kind of built for camping, not backpack country. I needed a pad that I could take with me for backpack country. Mike and I have a few trips planned in the future where we're going to be going down the river for 75 miles, and I wanted something that I could always have with me. I also keep this in the car. And as you can see, look, she's already got it pretty much pumped up. You can go ahead and stop, baby. But as you can see, it's got a really unique design where the edges, it kind of creates this
Get it off.
beveled approach where the sides kind of come up. So I am traditionally no, it's okay, baby. I'm traditionally a stomach and side sleeper. This pad is really designed for those that like to sleep on their back. But let me tell you, as a stomach and side sleeper, I actually kind of enjoy it. I've slept on it about 5 times. Just kind of look at it here. It kind of comes up a little bit greater baffles up top for the head area. It's got this nice little Primaloft feel to it. It's got these cool little, I don't know if you can zoom in, but you can kind of see the Nemo design built into the fabric. Kind of have Mike zoom in on that. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll kind of run my finger.
Yeah, you can see.
And it is awesome. So once again, this is the Cosmo 3D pad. And here we go. So once again, right, side sleeper. I am a side sleeper. I'm also a stomach sleeper. Very, very comfortable. And here's the best part. You don't need a pillow, right? You don't need a pillow. I can just simply, with the heavier baffle up top, use that as my pillow, and I'm good to go. Very, very sturdy. I could inflate it more if I needed to get it a little bit more firm. I don't like it that firm. You know, I want it to feel like I'm at home sleeping on my own mattress, and that's what Nemo does. Nemo makes these camping pads like you're sleeping at home. They're that comfortable. The Nemo Roamer, once again, link below for that. I don't camp without it. This right here I always keep with me. When we do go tent camping, our kids and my wife usually sleep on the Roamer, and then I find myself on the Cosmo, which I'm okay with because this 3D Cosmo pad is pretty money. And I really enjoy it. It's got the integrated foot pump, which means guess what? I don't have to use the oxygen out of my lungs to inflate it, which is extremely important. So now that we've done this, let's show you how we close her up. So down here at the head is the actual
Spin around.
deflation valve. Okay, so I went ahead, I opened it up, right? We're gonna get the air out. Now if you'll notice down here at the end, my daughter's already closed the caps to the foot pump, which is very, very important because we gotta get that air out, right? So it's closed. We want to get all that air out. And yes, I know I just said I like to treat my equipment nice by not using, but you want to get all that air out. Now you can see the creases that I have in this pad, right? So it's a simple fold over. And here's what I do. I start and I go left to right. Why? Because my valve right here that's going to get all the air out is on this side. So I come over here, I do my first fold, make it nice and pretty, because I'm not in a rush, but if you are in a rush, you know, whatever. Help get all that air out. And then, hold on top of it like this. Work that air out. And look at that. Keep it open. Now, come down here to the end. As you can see, I got it nice and folded. And then it's the old school. Get grass out of there. Old school sleeping bag roll method here. Take your time. Listen, there's no reason to be in a rush when you're doing this. When you're putting your gear away, unless you're, you know, in a torrential downpour or something, wait it out. Don't, you know, this is your gear. This is stuff that you've spent your hard-earned money on. There's no reason why you shouldn't take your time putting it away and making sure that it's good to go. So here we are. I'm at the end now. Because I'm in Colorado, I leave this open. Because if I were to close it and there's still air in here, because of the altitude, you know, it will inflate a little bit, and I don't want it to do that. So I do leave the valve open. Got my carrying case here. As I'm struggling by myself.
Here.
No, I got it. Why am I? What's going on right now? Normally it does not take me this long, but because I'm on camera, let me know when you're ready. All right, you're on. Okay, so our memory card filled up. So I didn't want you guys to think that we're going to start the video all over where I'm not struggling, because I was actually kind of struggling there for a second. I think a lot of it is because I'm just on camera. But here we are, right? Going to go ahead and finish getting it in. I'm still going to struggle because I want you guys to see that part. Because guess what? Life is all about struggles, and how you work through it is important. And I am really...
Dude, you've never done this more sloppy in your life.
Yeah, ever.
Good old camera.
And I think it's important to also talk a little bit, and you know, I do have OCD. It is a real thing. And this is kind of bothering me actually right now. But here it is, right? It's in. I can stuff it down.
Okay, fix it.
Put the drawstring. Oh, I'll fix it, don't worry. But here we are.
Good.
Great carrying case. Nemo makes such quality products. You know, and they think through all these little design features, but it's super small. I can throw this in my Everly Stock X2 pack, which if you're interested in that, check in the link description below, because Mike did a phenomenal video on his Everly Stock X2 pack that he actually turned me on to, believe it or not, a couple years ago when we were preparing for an elk hunt in Colorado together, and I was looking for a pack that I could use. And so yeah, so go check that link out. But Nemo, they make phenomenal stuff. I have a lot of Nemo products because they're just such a great company. Once again, based out of Dover. They're a small team that really cares about the environment and producing equipment that's different and sets itself apart from all their competitors. So yeah, and they're backed by a lifetime warranty, which is phenomenal.
Hold it straight up. That's it. That's all I want to do. Just get up there.
Cool.